Hello, hello. Good to be with you again. It is Sunday. I did not read yesterday, but thankfully our Lord is a forgiving one. So even though I did not make good on my commitment to read for 2 days in a row, it's okay because what matters is that we're here and that I want to read. Plus, last night my grandma was sleeping and she hadn't slept in a while, so had to give her brother some rest. So let's be more accurate about the time, as we usually are. It is February 1st. Happy February 2026. It is 10:18 p.m. and it's actually pretty early for my reading time as it goes. And I'm reading early because I have to get up at 5:30 tomorrow for work to take advantage of primal productivity time. Get up earlier. That's my advice for the day. So good. Except if you have school, because you can't even make use of the time before. If it's after your schooling years and you're working or you're in college, wake up early. So valuable. Literally, while the rest of the world is asleep, you're up working. Cannot beat that. Exodus chapter 5. It's called Bricks Without Straw. Now, let's get reading. What am I looking at? I'm looking at myself in the long row there. That's epic. Bricks Without Straw. Afterward, Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and said, "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. Let my people go, so that they may hold a festival to me in the wilderness." Pharaoh said, "Who is the Lord, that I should obey him and let Israel go? I do not know the Lord, and I will not let Israel go." Then they said, "The God of the Hebrews has met with us. Now let us take our 3-day journey into the wilderness to offer sacrifices to the Lord our God, or he may strike us with plagues or with the sword." But the king of Egypt said, "Moses and Aaron, why are you taking the people away from their labor? Get back to your work." Then Pharaoh said, "Look, the people of the land are now numerous, and you are stopping them from working." That same day, Pharaoh gave this order to the slave drivers and overseers in charge of the people: "You are no longer to supply the people with straw for making bricks. Let them go and gather their own straw, but require them to make the same number of bricks as before. Don't reduce the quota. They are lazy. That is why they are crying out, 'Let us go and sacrifice to our God.' Make the work harder for the people so that they keep working and pay no attention to lies." Then the slave drivers and the overseers went out and said to the people, "This is what Pharaoh says: I will not give you any more straw. Go and get your own straw wherever you can find it, but your work will not be reduced at all." So the people scattered all over Egypt to gather stubble to use for straw. The slave drivers kept pressing them, saying, "Complete the work required of you for each day, just as when you had straw." And Pharaoh's slave drivers beat the Israelite overseers they had appointed, demanding, "Why haven't you met your quota of bricks yesterday or today, as before?" Then the Israelite overseers went and appealed to Pharaoh. "Why are you treating your servants this way? Your servants are given no straw, yet we are told, 'Make bricks.' Your servants are being beaten, but the fault is with your own people." Pharaoh said, "Lazy. That's what you are. Lazy. That is why you keep saying, 'Let us go and sacrifice to the Lord.' Now get to work. You will not be given any straw, yet you must produce your full quota of bricks." The Israelite overseers realized they were in trouble when they were told, "You are not to reduce the number of bricks required of you for each day." When they left Pharaoh, they found Moses and Aaron waiting to meet them, and they said, "May the Lord look on you and judge you. You have made us obnoxious to Pharaoh, and his officials have put a sword in their hand to kill us." God promises deliverance. Moses returned to the Lord and said, "Why, Lord, have you brought trouble on this people? Is this why you sent me? Ever since I went to Pharaoh to speak in your name, he has brought trouble on this people, and you have not rescued your people at all." Okay, so here in chapter 5, we see the classic "it's going to get worse before it gets better" thing going on. Pharaoh has doubled down on his quotas, and well, he hasn't doubled the quotas, but they're significantly more challenging because he's no longer supplying the people with the straw needed to make bricks. That's why the chapter is what it's called in my NIV version, which is Bricks Without Straw. Oh, bricks without straw. They have no straw. Can't make bricks. By the way, I don't know if bricks are made with straw today. I don't think that's a thing anymore. They're made of cement, which is straw-free, I think. But anyway, what was I saying? I was saying that things get worse before they get better. Not only is the work harder, the people, the Israelite overseers, are turning on Moses and Aaron because they're saying, you were supposed to deliver us and God is supposed to help us, but instead we're facing the sword and are being beaten. How's this helping? And we leave off the chapter with God, or Moses, pleading with God, saying, God, you were supposed to save our people, yet all we're doing is facing death, and there's no way we're going to make these quotas. So we're leaving off today in an interesting place. And actually, chapter 6 is nameless, our next chapter. It has a subsection called the Family Record of Moses and Aaron. So I hope we don't just get a subsection in the middle on, lineages. I think our story will continue. But yeah, very excited for that. Let's close the book ceremoniously. I got a very good weekend. I played in a rec basketball game today. I scored 21 points and we got the win. That was nice. I'm kind of getting my skill back. It's been a while since I played, so I'm really happy that I did not suck today, which I kind of sucked it up the first game, which I was out of breath. I mean, if you haven't played basketball for a while, the cardio running back and forth is pretty brutal. And the next game, I scored 9 points and it was a little better. So I set a goal of 10 points for today and I scored 21, which was really good. So I'm happy with myself. And yeah, I hope this week is a great week. I hope God is with me, fills me with peace, and I can just do a great job at work. And I should be thanking God that I am not facing such strict quotas as the Israelites were under the strict hand of the Pharaoh in Egypt. If it's daytime, I hope you have a blessed day. If it's evening or nighttime, I hope you have a blessed evening or night. Thank you. Much love. Stay blessed.